Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about these cute little mittens that I just altered. I'm getting on the bandwagon with everybody else who's doing Christmas in July. And this is a design team project for Creative Scrap Designs, and that is an online store that sells chipboard and wooden pieces, 3D things, and different items that you can alter. So one of the things that I chose to do were these adorable mittens, and they do come in a pack of 4, and so I turned them into hanging ornaments. And I just thought I would walk through real quick and tell you what I used to make this in case you were interested and wanted to purchase these mittens. The first one I'll talk about is this one right here. I did trace these mittens onto paper, and this is a Bow Bunny collection from last year. And so I traced them and cut them, and I did ink the edges with Tim Holtz Distress ink. I did cover the front and the back, so the back has a little bit different pattern. So once I adhered that, and there's different types of glue you can use, I used actually, I think a Yoo-Hoo glue stick. I have really good luck with those. Anyway, I just adhered some mistletoe type leaves, and I have 2 on each. I glued a red button to represent the berries, and then I have some lace trim that I used that I just cut into pieces. And so I'm trying to get rid of the shadow, but I don't know that I can do it. But I have this bow trim that's got a pearl and some, what's that stuff, organza in the center. So I cut that apart and just glued it at the top. I did use seam binding to attach the two, and I just glued the seam binding on the back. And then I glued a snowflake at the top where I tied the bow, just to kind of make it look a little bit more wintry. So I'll probably hang these on my tree. The next one that I made, I followed the same process. I did add a little extra to this one. I started by tracing the mitten onto paper, covered the front and the back. When I was done with the paper, I did get some trim and use my glue gun and glued it around. It does get tricky around the thumb. You just have to have patience. And then I added some different trims up at the top of the cuff of the mitten. And so one of the things I did was I just happened to have an old woman's hanky that someone had gifted me from an estate sale. And I just cut off that embroidered trim, and I used that as part of my trim on the mitten. And you can see that right here, there's that pink. And then I took a sequin trim and then a plastic, excuse the crunchy noise, let me take this out so you can see it. A plastic pearl trim, okay, and added that to the very top. I have a really small applique in the shape of a flower with a bow on top, and then I added 2 bells, and I just tied those to the end of a piece of ribbon. Okay, so super easy to make. Like I said, you can get this at creativescrapdesigns.com, and they do come in a pack of 4. Thanks for watching, everyone, and happy Christmas in July.